War is over, Nintendo has won. Let's put down our things and celebrate with looking into the future of Nintendo. Honestly, it is looking pretty fantastic. We've previously mentioned how 2026 is going to be pretty awesome, but we also have 2027 to look forward to. All of these things combined definitely make for a fantastic time. Also, if we look even farther in the future, it seems like there's going to be even more games on the horizon. This is everything that you can be excited for the future of Nintendo, because oh boy howdy, it is looking good. Starting with 2026, if we were to take a look at it, the games that we're getting this year is honestly fantastic, with the brand new Fire Emblem game making its way over. Also, with the recent release of Splatoon Raiders, that game is looking definitely really fun. And all of these other things. We know that we are going to be getting the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, or should we say reborn, later this year, which is absolutely insane. And we also know that we're going to be getting a couple other things later. This could easily be the announcements for Zelda's 40th anniversary, like The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. There's been a lot of leaks and rumors about Twilight Princess making a return, which is definitely really cool. Now, of course, I don't want to get your hopes up on any of these, but it seems from things that we've seen before, it's going to be happening. More gameplay is set to be revealed for Ocarina of Time very soon, and maybe in August we are going to be seeing the 40th anniversary direct. If you look at it, Nintendo is going to go to the Tokyo Game Show, so usually with a Tokyo Game Show, you really want to show some big things. You don't just want to go there for a game that, hey look, I've already seen this game before. You mostly want to show everyone what the system is about. So obviously if they're going to go there, we're either going to see it in the main Nintendo Direct, or there's going to be a separate Direct that's going to be the 40th anniversary Zelda Direct that is going to share a bunch of different things for this beautiful game. So I honestly believe that Ocarina of Time is going to be making its way over to the Tokyo Game Show, which is absolutely insane. It also seems like we are going to be getting Pokémon Emerald. Because let's just go over the idea that The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is going to be releasing in November. There's a high chance that the Pokemon Company is going to want to do something in October for the Pokemon games that really shine upon once again, don't you think? If you look at this list, every single year we have a Pokemon game at the end of the year. So why wouldn't they celebrate the 30th anniversary with pride by releasing Pokemon Emerald? This definitely does make sense in a lot of ways to me. So I can't wait to see what's going to be happening. Also, if we were going to take a look, jumping into the future, into 2027, oh boy howdy, it's looking great. From everything that we've seen so far, leaks, rumors, information, and straight up things that Nintendo has told us, it is looking absolutely insane. First off, we know that we're going to be getting a new Xenoblade game, which is Xenoblade Genesis, which is a new entry to the whole Chronicles gameplay, which is definitely really cool. Also, we are going to be seeing Pokemon Winds and Waves, arguably the biggest Pokemon game to ever grace Nintendo, which oh boy, it's looking good. From everything that we've seen so far, we know that there's going to be at least 300 new Pokemon, and the total Pokedex number seems to be around 600, which is definitely really crazy and can show the big mass of this game. I'm absolutely excited for everything Pokemon Winds and Waves. We also know that we are going to be getting 3D Mario. It's about time to shine for 3D Mario. It's been over 10 years since the last, and now seeing it in 2027 would make a dream come true. Quite literally, because oh boy, do you want to see 3D Mario? Yes, you do. Overall, all these things sort of squished together definitely make for a fantastic time. Now if we were to look at it, anniversaries, in 2027 there is going to be one massive anniversary that is going to grace us with Kirby. Now this could lead into multiple different things. Either this year in 2026 we are going to be getting Triple Deluxe of Planet Robot remasters or remakes that has been getting a lot of talks for a long time. Potentially that happens this year. Or they're going to announce it and then release it later on early in the year. It potentially also seems like we are going to be getting the next Kirby game. Now the next Kirby game definitely looks really interesting. From everything that we've seen so far, this might be a full-blown open world adventure Kirby game, which is absolutely insane. You never really thought that the Pink Puffball would enter into an open world format, but here we are. With Forgotten Land showing what is possible with the Kirby series, it is definitely looking really interesting for all of those things combined. Also, if we were going to take a look at it, Legend of Zelda series always has a game released in every single year. You look at it and you're like, yeah, there's always a Legend of Zelda game. This could be a remaster, a remake, a spin-off, whatever the case may be. Since we're getting the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Reborn this year, or in 2026, you realize that, maybe there's something up off afoot. Because technically, when you look at it, the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask use the same engine and use the same sort of style and play. So potentially they're already hard at work with that, and they're going to do sort of a back-to-back release. That would make Nintendo stand on top once again. And speaking on Nintendo standing on top, from every other company making horrible decisions, Nintendo in physical games, it's probably about to get good. Because from the physical to digital split, where it's $10 cheaper, in this year we might actually see 120 gigabyte cartridges or even more sizes, so then you can have your full physical library once again. I honestly can't wait to see what's going to be happening with Nintendo in the future. And now if we jump even farther ahead in the future by a couple of years, 2028 all the way to 2030, there's games that are seemingly really cool, like The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Reborn. I guess this kind of depends if we are going to be getting HD and Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD in 2026, but oh boy, if some of these leaks and rumors are true, a reborn version could be making its way in the horizon in the future, which is definitely really cool. And we can't talk about the future without speaking about the future of Pokemon. In 2028, it seems like we are going to be getting the DLC for Winds and Waves, which is not so exciting because I don't really like to see DLC for games that aren't even out yet. But overall, that aside, we could say, hey, that's pretty cool. We can get 1,000 Pokemon in this one game, which is definitely going to be really exciting. Also, if we look at it, the Pokemon MMO. This is one thing that many fans have been looking at. Nintendo is going to be making an MMO. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be awesome. It definitely looks like we're heading in the right direction for that. So overall, all of these things definitely make for a fantastic time. And speaking on Pokemon once more, there potentially could be the Legends Galar game, or Legends 3, could be Galar, Johto, Hoenn, who knows? All of these things make for a fantastic time. And depending what happens, the next Legend of Zelda game later on could definitely shape the tables when it comes to it. Because it seems like this game is going to be an open world split reality dimensions game. Which, oh boy, that's going to be absolutely fun. Because being able to go to different dimensions and realities in your Legend of Zelda experience would be absolutely insane. Imagine that, going back to a Wind Waker style, going back to a classic typical dungeon like Ocarina of Time, going backwards even farther. All of these things make a lot of sense. And before you go, Luigi's Mansion 4. That is something that's been getting a lot of talks. There's no confirmation. This could easily be in 2026, 2027, 2028, all of these things aside. So maybe it's going to be sort of like that in-between game. Same thing goes with the next Mario Maker game. Originally, I would have thought this would be in Super Mario Maker 3D. Because imagine that, being able to make your own custom 3D worlds. But maybe it could be something completely different. Let me know what you're most excited for. Do you think the future of Nintendo in games is looking up compared to PlayStation and Xbox over here? Or do you think, nah, I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Consider hit that like button, maybe subscribing if you're new. We do a bunch of different Nintendo content on this channel. Help me reach my goal of 6,000 subscribers by the end of September. I know we can do it. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. See you in the next one.